Hey YouTube, it's Prime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Age of the Primes, Combaticon, easy for me to say, Combaticon Brawl. I think I managed to slur that 3 times, so we're just going to give up. But yeah, let's start with a quick look at the box. Here we have the tank vehicle mode, there we have Brawl. On this side we got our Prime statues. On this side we have our Bruticus art. On this side we got our legal jargon. Got our little name. And on the back we do have our product shots, 3 out of 5. So there's that for the box. And we do have his lovely instruction booklet. So there is that. But yeah, here we have Brawl in his robot mode. I do have him with his extra guns pointed forward. You can configure them in a few different ways, but we'll get into that. He does also come with a little blaster. But we're going to go ahead and pop these off. They are just on little post pegs. And then we're going to rotate this up and straighten that out. And yeah, we do have some nice orange there on the head, along with a nice sort of burgundy for the faceplate. It does have some silver on the arms and a Tampograph Decepticon symbol here. And he does have a very nice transformation. I do enjoy his transformation. There is, I guess you could consider this open gap in the back, but it's not as bad as it could be because the treads fold up in here. Let's see what else. You can see his sort of pivot for the combined mode there. Does have some nice silver on his legs and on his toes. Some nice little vent work there. But yeah, overall a pretty cool figure. So we'll do a couple quick size comparisons. Here he is next to Vortex. There's that. Here he is next to Amalgamus. Probably stand him up. Yeah. Stand him up a little bit straight. Come on. Yeah. So there he's next to another Voyager. And here he is next to Big Convoy for a leader comparison. Great. Stuff falling over and snapping apart. I gotta go fix that. So, ironically, Big Convoy dropped an entire gun on Waspinator, whose head exploded off. He killed Waspinator by dropping a gun on him. I do find that slightly amusing. But yeah, okay. Back to what we were actually doing. Anyway, so let's see. Let's go over articulation. He does have a very nice ball jointed head. Get plenty of wiggly waggly there. The turret is on a 360 movement, so you can pose that. Yeah. We do get butterfly joints with a little bit of back and forth because of the transformation. More forward in this mode, but yeah. We do get that far up at the arm. Do get a full 360. We do get a elbow joint, which does have a soft locking point because of the combination. No movement at the wrist, unfortunately. I feel like they could have put a mushroom peg here, because like this is just all open space, but yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. We do get a full 360 at the waist. Do get a very nice forward kick. We do get all the way back. we do get 90 degrees at the knee with, again, another soft lock there. We do get a thigh swivel. We also get an elbow swivel, and can kick that far out to the side. We do get a nice ankle tilt, very deep ankle. So, and a little bit of forward on the toe, a little bit. So yeah, that's the articulation. So we should probably go over the guns. Obviously he has the little blaster, which can fit into any little 5mm port you have. And obviously he can hold it. And then he comes with these two larger guns, which I imagine are probably going to integrate into the combination somehow. Probably like on the back of the robot, because I know he's supposed to have those big cannons on his back as Bruticus. But you can plug them in here to the turret, right, or rather this way, because there is that little tooth right there. But you can also plug them onto the sides if you want. That is a thing you can do. If you want to have a very wide triple-barreled tank cannon. So there is that. And as you saw at the beginning, you can rotate the barrel around and have these go over his shoulder if you like the way that looks. And these guns do have a bit of a rotation to them. They don't go all the way straight, because you can see there is a little piece right here that prevents them from going all the way. But you can have them about straightened up like that. So there is that. But I think that's about it for the robot mode. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take the arms and straighten them out. And then you're going to open up this flap like so. Bring it out, and that's going to create the side of the tank. And I do like how that does cover part of the arm waffling here. So I do like the way that looks. Then we are going to open up his chest here, like so. And then we're going to fold down his head and then bring this whole chest assembly up and close this like so. And we are just going to rotate his arms back down. And I do believe we want to do our legs next. So I'm going to come back here, going to bring this whole assembly forward on each leg. Then we are going to come here and just bring the treads out. They just sort of accordion together like that. And then do that on the other side. Bring this all the way out. There we go. And now we want to rotate the waist around. And we're going to bring these knees back and lock them into place in the bent position. And bring the legs together. And then we do want to use the butterfly joints here in the shoulders, and we're going to push these up and in like so. Connect the arms here. There is a tab slot here and here for up here and right about here. So just get those pushed in. Oop. Bring those together. And then, hold on. Am I doing this wrong? Might be doing this wrong. No, pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm doing this right. Okay, so now we want to bring these treads forward, like so. And they, okay, no, this isn't lining up. I am doing something wrong. Hold on. Am I doing this wrong? Like 90% sure I'm not doing this wrong. Okay, I was doing it wrong because you're not supposed to bend the knees. Never mind. Bring these forward, and these will tab on here and here with this slot and this. Oh wait, no, this slot and this slot. So we put those together now, and then we can bring the arms back again. Oh, I almost forgot. You're supposed to take these tread pieces right here in the arm and fold them down. And fold them down. Now we can bring this all together. And then we bring this back down, and that will complete the tread, and just click in. If you look here, there's a little tab there. So yeah. And now we'll bring this up and fold this down and over, and just bring that together like so. And there we have Brawl in his tank mode. And it is a pretty good looking tank if you ask me. There is a little bit of gappage here, you can sort of see, but I mean, for the most part, it's not too bad. And again, the turret does kind of cover it up a little bit, so it's not atrocious. But we can put his guns on. We can just put the little gun on top of the turret, and now there are these slots on the back for the big cannons, like so. Yep. And I think, yeah, there is also these side ones. I think these side ones are the same size. Yes, they are. Forgot to mention those. But yeah, now you have him all armed up and ready to go. And he does actually have little rolling wheels. They don't really move, but he has them. So yeah, he's really just sliding just like all the other previous tanks, but he does have wheels this time. And for a comparison, here we have him next to Blast Off, who came in the same wave. So yeah, just realized that Big Convoy's butt is in the frame. And let's see, we'll do a couple other comparisons. What we got? Here we have the Dead Prowl. And here we have generic Earthrise Seeker. And I don't have any vehicle leaders within reach at the moment, so. But there is that. Overall, yeah, I really do dig this figure. Out of the Combaticons, he's probably my favorite standalone so far. He definitely has probably the most fun transformation. He doesn't really have nearly as many compromises as the other two so far, given he does also have a Voyager budget, so that probably plays a lot into it. And again, you know, the big issue I have with these two is like their arms are super compromised to fit their vehicle modes. But his vehicle mode really just feels like it stands out really well. And again, I really do like the transformation as well. I like how the arm flaps fold up and complete his arm. I really like the way that the treads fold up. The extra guns are pretty neat. I should probably mention that the small one is blast compatible. So there is that. But the other ones are not. The holes are too small, which is a bummer. I wish they would do more blast effect compatibility, because I really do like that. As far as articulation in the tank mode, again, his turret just rotates around and does. Oh, I forgot to mention it's actually on a hinge. I think I was supposed to bring that up for the robot mode. Whoopsie. And it does. The gun does move up and down. So make sure I get that in this shot. But yeah, overall, out of the three so far, he is definitely my favorite. I am very curious to see Swindle and Onslaught. But yeah, so far, I definitely like him the best. And I am looking forward to completing the new Bruticus. And I'm sure, again, DNA will, or, some third party, probably DNA, if not multiple, will make some sort of like leg extension so he doesn't look so stubby. So I'm not really too worried about that. But yeah, overall, I really do dig Brawl here, and he is definitely the one I recommend the most out of all of them. But again, if you're buying these, there's a good chance you're buying the full set to get the combiner. But if you're only interested in getting one specifically, I would say he's the best so far. We'll have to wait and see about the other two, but so far, so good. But I think that's all I really have to say in this review, so I think I'll go ahead and wrap this up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.